Hello, Stampers. It's Elizabeth, and it is Monday, April 3rd, 2023. As I was getting ready for work this morning, I thought, oh, I should do a Facebook Live and walk through some of the changes with you folks. Sorry, got to turn down my iPad. Yeah, I should walk through some of the changes with everybody because the items that are on sale go live tomorrow. And I will admit, it took me a good chunk on the weekend to sort out the items and what's going to go on sale. So I thought if I was struggling, you all would probably be struggling as well. I see some eyes on me, and they're over on the tube. So welcome. Thank you for joining me. And as I said, so as I was getting ready for work this morning, I thought, I've marked up my catalog. I should send an email out to everybody, or sorry, post that I was going live today. So I don't know who is going to come on. Some of the usual suspects didn't acknowledge that I was going live today, so I'm not sure who's there. But for those on YouTube, welcome. Thank you for joining. And I hope to shed a little bit shed a little bit of light as to some of the changes that are coming. And as always, I needed this change with the Stampin' Up! Colors and some of the product, so I was happy with what I saw. I was sad about one thing, which I'll share with you. But hello, Emily. Oh, Emily's on the tube today. Hey, curious, Emily, what's the quality like? Because as I had mentioned last week, Facebook only streams at 780, where YouTube streams at 1080 or whatever it is. Don't I sound intelligent when I talk about stuff like this? Really, I have no clue what I'm talking about. I just know that 1080p is better than 720. Uh, that's what Facebook broadcasts at, and I don't think you can change it either. So those that are on, I hope you do have your catalogs handy because I'm going to share lots of information with you. And tomorrow, right now, retirement items are available, but anything that's on sale doesn't go on sale until tomorrow. Um, yeah, Emily, the quality is better on YouTube than it is on Facebook. That's 100% accurate. All right, so thumbs up that you've got your catalogs with you. And Emily, you might know some of this already, but there's someone else on, and I'm not sure who it is. They haven't spoken up yet. It might be Danielle. I'm not sure because she follows along on YouTube because she's not on Facebook. Oh, there we go. So let me go overhead. All right, so I'm gone overhead, and first off, let me just move this out of the way. These are the colors that are retiring. So if you haven't seen it yet, we've got polished pink, which is one of the in colors. Sorry, the 2021 to 2023 in colors. Pale papaya, evening evergreen, and soft succulent. They're all leaving. There is one of the 2021 to 2023 colors that is sticking around. So that's the good news. And then the other colors that are retiring are Pacific Point, Bermuda Bay, Mango Melody, Rich Raspberry, Mary Merlot, Blushing Bride, oh thank heavens that's retiring, So Saffron, Mint Macaron, Pear Pizzazz, Sahara Sand, and Soft Suede. So those are the colors that are all retiring. But there's new stuff, new colors coming in. So that's what's retiring. I'll just leave it here for a few more minutes, for a few more seconds. And then what's coming in, so this is going to be the color family coming in. So we've got Lemon Lime Twist is returning, and Berry Burst is returning. Misty Moonlight's returning. Pretty Peacock is returning, and Blueberry Bushel is returning, and Lost Lagoon is returning. Oh, and Fresh Freesia, which is the part of the In Colors that the rest are retiring, but that one's sticking around. And then the new colors are Azure Afternoon, Pecan Pie, Bubble Bath, isn't that's a nice pink, and Lemon Lolly. Those are the ones that are new. And then the 2023 to 2025 In Colors are Copper Clay, Wild Wheat, Boho Blue, Moody Mauve. Some people say mauve, some people say mauve, and then Pebbled Path. My printer sucks, folks, so I'm really sorry. The quality of this sucks. But so those are the colors, and some of the colors are switching color families. So if you are a customer of mine and you have shopped in the last year, copies of the catalog will come directly to you from Stampin' Up! As demonstrators, we can order. We can pre-order starting tomorrow, and I have I will be also placing an order for a box of catalogs for myself, even though I'm sending out through Stampin' Up! All of the other catalogs to regular customers. So I will have a supply of catalogs on hand. And if you're a team member is watching or is going to see this before tomorrow, I do have the catalog number for the box of catalogs. It's a box of 8. All right, so now we need your pen and paper handy because we're going to go through, and I'm going to try and not make this too, what's the word, laborious? Oh, everybody that's watching is watching on YouTube today. Excellent. There's nobody on Facebook. They're all on YouTube. That's good. The quality is better on YouTube, actually. All right, so grab a pen and paper, and I'm not going to, oh, sorry. I want to mention a couple of other things. What else is changing is, oh, I'm going to come back up to me. Sorry, going to come back up to me. What else is changing is the Stamparatus is leaving. The Stamparatus and all the accessories are going. Yeah, who knows? Maybe it will come back in another form. But despite going through patents and everything, I think there were some legal issues with it. So that is retiring. What else is, oh, anything to do with the retiring In Colors. So anything to do with cardstock, inks, re-inkers, blends, embellishments, and always designer series paper is all leaving. So tomorrow, some of the items are going to be discounted, and there's a lot. I tried marking up the catalog and it was like, okay, some of the items you're just going to have to look at the list to see what's being discounted. And the other thing that is changing are the markers. So the markers, as they are now, are all leaving, but they're coming back with a better design. So if I'm not mistaken, this is an old marker. This is actually a very old marker. The barrels are shorter, I think they said, and the brush end, it's a new type of brush tip, but it looks very similar to this. So I'm not quite sure. I'd have to play with it to see what the difference is. But the bigger difference is going to be on the bullet end of it. This is more like a ballpoint pen. Oh, sorry, like a ballpoint. Oh no, how can I show this to you? This is like a ballpoint pen like that, okay? There we go, you can see that better. The new markers are actually going to be like a bullet. So this whole part here, again, I don't have one with me. It was just a picture I saw. But this whole part here is going to be like a felt tip bullet so that it's not, I think with this one, it used to clog up a lot. So that's going to be a change with the markers. They're not, we're told, not refillable, but neither were these, but people had a hack to refill them. So I've never done it, so I don't know if it worked. I don't know if it voids warranties, and I don't know how it'll work with the new markers, but I just wanted to make sure those were some of the other changes that were coming. Because when you see all the colors and then you see all the markers, and everyone gets stressed, but don't stress. All is good. And this catalog, this new annual catalog, will be around for a full year. So don't panic. relax, breathe, everything will be good. Okay, so here is the mini catalog. And like I said, grab your pen and paper. And I'm not going to um, be too, uh, I'm not going to look over this in detail and give you all the information, but I'm just going to let you know this, all these, the designer series papers all retire. So you can take those off your list. They all retire. But what is carrying over is the stamp set and the punch, the ribbon, and the pastel adhesive back sequence. Remember, one thing to keep in mind, the first year an item, a bundle, appears in the catalog, you get a 10 per, when you buy it together, it's 10% off. If it carries over into a subsequent catalog, it's no longer bundle priced and they will be separate. So these are carrying over. Right now it's 10% off, but in the new catalog, this will be one price, that will be one price, and will not be a 10% discount when you purchase it in bundled. So that's carrying over. The Love for You is carrying over. The Love You Dies are carrying over. Again, the bundled price will not. The Share a Milkshake is carrying over, and so are the dies, the bundle price. So when you look at the retirement list and it's got asterisks beside it, if it's got, I think it's 3 asterisks, that means the bundle price is no longer available, but the items are carrying over. Retiring, I Love You Cats is retiring. The opaque adhesive back gems are retiring, and starting tomorrow, they will be 20% off. So if I'm going too fast, let me know, but I've got like 2 catalogs to go through, guys. Let's see, the two-tone Flora bundle, the stamp set and the dies are carrying over, and the same with the Something Fancy bundle. The stamp set and the dies are carrying over. This paper is retiring. Iridescent Pastel Gems, and that one, I didn't mark anything, so I'm not quite sure if they're carrying over or not, but the designer series paper is retiring. The two-tone Flora dies, oh, those are carrying over. Two-tone Flora, yeah, they're carrying over from that page, and the Something Fancy bundle is carrying over from that page as well. The Lighting the Way dies and the Lighting the Way stamp set are carrying over. The Spring Blessings stamp set is retiring, and starting tomorrow, it's going to be 10% off. So they must have had a few of those in stock. Dragonfly trinkets are also retiring. You know how bad this is? I didn't even realize that the Dragonfly trinkets were in the catalog until I was looking through the retirement list, and I went, oh, I didn't know they existed. So the Fragrant Flowers bundle, the whole bundle is retiring. So the stamp set and the dies. Stamp set will be 10% off starting tomorrow, but the dies will be 40% off. And again, this information was all in the flyers that I posted, and they're on the blog as well. So if you want the details, you can look at the blog to see what the percentage off is off on some of the items. You'll see a lot of percentage off, but some of it was on the French language. By the Bay, Seaside Bay stamp set is carrying over, so are the dies, so is that ribbon, and so are the flat adhesive back pearls. The designer series paper is not carrying over, and it is going to be 20% off. The Perfectly Detailed stamp is carrying over. The Nested Friends are carrying over, and so are the dies. Okay, this one's gonna get. There's 2 items that really stumped me on the weekend, but Stampin' Up! Clarified it today. So the Queen Bee bundle is retiring. The Queen Bee dies are retiring, and they will be 60% off. The Queen Bee stamp set is not on the retirement list and is not in the new catalog. However, some items will be online exclusive only, and the Queen Bee stamp set will be online exclusive only. we have a theory that they may have a lot of these in stock, and so they're going to put them on the online store. So they will not appear in a catalog, but they will be retiring. But yeah, they won't be appearing in the catalog, but they will be on the online store. And the Queen Bee dies, 60% off starting tomorrow. The Silly Goose, think I think that's in the new catalog. I saw some controversy about that. So I think it's showing on the retirement list, but it's also in the new catalog. So I'm just going to put a question mark there. I think it's carrying over. The hand-drawn dots and the layered stripes are retiring. Hand-drawn dots are 60% off and the layered stripes are 20% off. The sea turtle is carrying over. Let's see. The Pedal Park bundle, it's all retiring, and so is the Sentiment Park bundle. Mm, Let me just double check here something, because maybe, did I get something wrong? Regency, oh, sorry. No, it's not retiring. It's, Regency Park bundle. Let's see, Regency Park Suite Collection, Regency Park Bundle 33333. Let me just double check 3. Well, the items in these bundles are not retiring. They will no longer be available in the bundle. So they're carrying over, sorry. I got happy with my retirement thing. And not sure on these. This is retiring adhesive back dots, and so is the Regency Park paper. Oh, here, that's why I marked it on this side. So yes, this is carrying over, and yes, that's carrying over. And same with the Sentimental Park is carrying over, and so is the Sentimental Park dies. It's the bundles that were not carrying over. I know, I've got you guys confused, don't I? So On the Farm bundle is gone, and so are the dies and the stamp set. The dies starting tomorrow will be 60% off. The Around the bundle, Around the Bend, I should say, Around the Bend stamp sets carrying over, and so are the dies. They're both carrying over. The Marigold Moments, everything's retiring. The dies will be 60% off, and so will the stamp set. So that's tomorrow's. Both the stamps and the dies will be 60% off. And the Covered in Sunshine is also retiring. The enamel dots are going to be 30% off. The Way to Grow stamp set is 40% off. It's retiring. The Conversation Bubbles bundle is retiring. The dies will be 20% off, and the stamp set is 60% off. Friendly Gnomes, they are now retiring, and so are the dies that were in the mini catalog from Christmas. The Clover Punch and Clover stamp set are going. The Delicate Desert, I was going to say Delicate Dessert, Delicate Desert, retiring. The Gold Faceted Gems will be 20% off, and the paper will be 30% off, and the ribbon will be 20% off. And I'm not quite sure on this. I couldn't find it, and so I have to look that one up, which is the dry brushed metallic. I think it might be in the new catalog. Desert, oh, there we go. That's retiring. And then this is just continuation. Sincere, Kind and Sincere is going to be 40% off. It's retiring. And Like an Animal is going to be 30% off, and it is retiring. The Ballet Beauty is retiring, but the Vellum Basics is carrying over. And Decorative Borders will be retiring at 20% off. Okay, so Taco Fiesta. In case you didn't know, I'm very happy that Taco Fiesta is carrying over. And here's an advertisement, because I'm going to do a Taco Fiesta class in the mail. And I think I posted all the information on the blog. I've also put it on Facebook. And it's just, the cards are adorable. Last couple months ago, I did a class with the creator of this bundle, and she inspired us to no end. So I'm going to be offering that class in the mail. So more information is on the blog. That same class that I took, we also did Class with the Sweet Citrus bundle, which I did on Facebook Live, the 3 cards a couple of weeks ago, and that is carrying over. So I was very happy to hear that because the cards, I loved the cards that we did back then. Rain or Shine is the stamp set, and the dies are carrying over. So is the embossing folder. So are the gems. Of course, the designer series paper is retiring. This is the Easter Bunny. It's carrying over, and so is the punch. We did a team ambassador for last month was Judy, and the team ambassador gets to pick a stamp set to play with. There are some restrictions, and their commitment on the team page is to post a card every Monday morning using nothing but that stamp set. So they can use generic dies or punches, but they can't use something that was like she couldn't use this punch. It had to be just the stamp set with generic dies to show the versatility of a stamp set. And Judy posted, I think, 4 or 5 cards using this bundle, and the cards were adorable. And if she lets me, I might get her okay, and I'll post them for everybody to see on my page because she did an amazing job. Some of the cards weren't even like Easter. One of them was like a little, would have made a great baby card. Anyhow, this is a little bit of information for you, but I'll see if Judy will let me post those. And then the Happy Labels, the stamp set is carrying over, and so is the punch. Rejoice in Him is going to retire. And the Dainty Delights stamp set and the Dainty Delight dies are carrying over. The Occasionally Funny is going to be 40% off, and it's retiring. The Ginkgo branch bundle is retiring. Both the stamp and the dies will be 60% off starting tomorrow. And if you are a demonstrator and you're watching this, some of my team are on here. If you are a demonstrator, that 60% off is on top of your demonstrator discount. So to keep that in mind. I'm not trying to get you guys to buy any more, but I want you to be aware of some of the sales that are going to that you can take advantage of. And then the Greatest Journey is retiring the stamp set. The dies will be 20% off. These are, oh shoot, why do I thought these were carrying over? Don't quote me on these, I'm not sure. I thought they were carrying over. But these are going to be 30% off, which are the enamel sticker icons. And then the designer series paper is going to be 20% off. And let me just see, page 59. Let me just check page 59. 59, Greatest Journeys. Oh, no. Oh, they are retiring. They are retiring. And then the beautiful Thistle, everything is retiring here. And again, the stamp set and the dies will be 60% off. The Watercolor World is carrying over, and so are the Alphabet Alamode. The Loveliest Layers decorative masks are retiring at 30% off. The Brush Bouquet bundle is retiring. The dies and the stamp set will both be 60% off. So in this case, you would order them individually, right? Because if you put in, I'm not sure how it would work if you put in the order number for the bundle, but I would put in the numbers individually just to make sure it works. I would have tested it ahead of time for you guys, but the sale prices aren't active right now. The Picturesque is retiring at 50% off. And the Framed Florets are also retiring. The dies will be 60% off, and the stamp set is regular. Hasn't, there's no discount on it. Okay, this is another one that confused me, and Stampin' Up! Clarified it. So the Warm Welcome, the dies are retiring at 60% off tomorrow. The stamp set is not retiring, but it's not in the new catalog. It's another item that will appear on the online store as an online exclusive. The Best Day is retiring. All of the accessories are sticking around though. So like the the blending brush storage. They're sticking around. The Legendary Ride is staying around, carrying over. So is the dies. So are the metal plate 3D embossing folder. The adhesive back studs are retiring at 20% off, and the designer series paper as well is 20% off. Oh, I was really happy to see this one, the On the Ocean bundle. The stamp set and the dies are carrying over. I really enjoyed playing with that. There's lots of great, I still want to play more with it, but I have a lot of videos on the YouTube channel with that. And then the Beside Me is carrying over, and so is Enjoy the Rhythm. Why did I think that one was retiring? You know, I was 70. Oh, yep, no, it's carrying over. I will tell you that I spent all day Saturday going through both lists. And if you can see how small the lists are, my eyes were going a little stir crazy by the end of the day. Enjoy the Adventure Memories and More card pack is retiring at 20% off. And the Memories and More cards and envelopes is also leaving at 20% off. And I just want to again give a shout out for the Capture the Moment, Enjoy the Adventure Memories and More. Because if you didn't see, this was a brag book that I did using that Memories and More pack. So, but there is a new Memories and More in the catalog that I'm going to do something similar for a Super Teams event that's coming up. All right, so that's that catalog. Did I lose anybody? Is everybody there? You still awake? Somebody keeps dropping off and then someone comes back on again. So I'm not going to be as detailed in, oh, somebody fell off and then they just came back on again. So let me just double check. I can tell, so it's someone's on Facebook and someone is on the tube. So I'm not quite sure, the restaurant too, the YouTube. So one person's on Facebook and the restaurant YouTube. All right, so I'm going to give you some of the stamps and the dies, but I do want to encourage you to go through towards the end of the lists, because a lot of the ribbon, a lot of the ribbon is 40% off, 50% off, 60% off. Even some of the re-inkers, some of the blends are all on sale as well. So I got to, I think, about here, and then everything it was just everything that was discounted. So I encourage you to look at the list. Again, it's on the blog, stampscrapandmore.com, and I've left them there. If you click on it, it should open up in a bigger page. So I've got all the sales flyers there, each page, so you can hopefully look at them there. They're really hard to see. Or tomorrow the store will link, so or you can send me an email. But remember, if there's something that you really want, and like I work during the day and I may not get to it until the end of the day. So some items like the Stamparatus, I know in Europe it's gone, even though I don't think it's discounted, but in Europe it's gone. In North America, it's not available right now. Actually, it wasn't last night. So people have been buying it up. So, but they've turned it off, but they haven't put it onto the no longer available list. So some things people they wanted it, so they've been ordering it before the sale actually started. All right, so the Cup of Tea is retiring. So is the Cup of Tea cardstock and envelopes. It's going to be 60% off, and the designer series paper is also retiring. The Sending Smiles is carrying over. The Pansy Patch is carrying over. And so is the Bottled Happiness. Celebrating You is retiring. Good Feelings is carrying over, and so is the Swedish cherries is carrying over. I was sad about this one because I just started to play with it again. The um, Nothing's Better Than bundle is retiring, so it is leaving. Daffodil Daydream is retiring, and so is Breaking News, and the Breaking News will be at 20% off. Friends Are Like Seashells, it's all retiring, and Paradise Palms is retiring. The Lovely and Lasting is retiring, and the Designer Series paper will be 60% off. I got a thumbs up from somebody. Yay! The Crosswhites. Hi, can you say hi to me? Well, I can. Who's the Crosswhites? Hello, Crosswhites. And then Go to Greetings is carrying over. Flowering Tulips is retiring. Amazing Year is retiring. Painted Poppies. Finally, guys. Did I say that out loud? It's been around for a long time. Painted Poppies is retiring, and so is Peaceful Moments. Hello Ladybug is carrying over, and so Sweet Songbirds are retiring. Did they? Why did I think that they were carrying over? Let me just double check. Hold, please. Yep. Sweet Songbirds, Sweet Songbirds. Oh, sorry. Sweet Songbirds. Sorry. This is carrying over. It's the bundle that's retiring. It's the bundle that's retiring, but the Sweet Songbirds. Oh, there it is. I've got it up there carrying over. I can't even read my notes. Days to Remember is carrying over, but the Simply Succulent is not, and it'll be 60% off. And the Framed Occasions is retiring. The Little Cheesy is retiring. Celebrate Sunflowers is retiring, and Cheerful Basket is retiring. I gotta tell you, I own this, and I don't think I even inked it up. I'm going to be very strategic in my ordering this year. Very, very strategic. The Best Butterflies is retiring. These gems will be 50% off. The Designer Series paper will be 20% off. I was happy at this. Charming Sentiments is carrying over. And the Art Gallery is retiring. Biggest Wish is carrying over. Sunny Splash is retiring, and Simply Fabulous is retiring. Peaceful Deer is retiring. And Trimming the Tree is retiring, and it will be 20% off. Christmas Season is retiring, and so is Christmas to Remember. The Happier Than bundle, everything's retiring. This ribbon's retiring. It'll be 60% off, and the Designer Series paper is also retiring. Stitchery is retiring, this one here. Elephant Parade, that's all retiring. Pure Magic is also retiring. Nuts About Squirrels is retiring. Glad We're Friends is retiring, and A Grand Kid is retiring. I will tell you that the Stylish Shapes is sticking around, folks. But the Nested Circles are retiring. I don't know if you caught on that. And so is the Stitch Rectangle. I think they're retiring as well. Side by Side is carrying over. One Happy Family is retiring at 20% off. And the Whale Done is retiring. Happy Birthday Party Puffins. Party Puffins is retiring, and so is Peekaboo Farm. And this birthday piggy is retiring at 60% off. The Cottage Rose is retiring, as well as the ribbon. It's 50% off, and the Designer Series paper is, I think, was that Abigail Rose? Yeah, Abigail Rose Designer Series paper is going to be 10% off. The Potted Geraniums, that whole bundle is retiring, and so is Eden's Garden. Happy Hedgehogs is carrying over, and Big Hooray will be retiring at 40% off. And Count on Me will also be retiring. I know it sounds like a lot of retiring, guys, but remember, it makes room for all kinds of new stuff coming in. And Reason to Smile is retiring at 40% off. Lovely You is retiring, and so is Plentiful Plants. Stronger Together is retiring. Stepping Stones is retiring. And Fresh Cut Flowers is retiring. That will be 60% off. The True Beauty bundle is retiring. Stamp set and dies. The Designer Series paper, I think it's a Wash and Beauty, will be 10% off. The Quiet Meadow is carrying over, and the Nature's Harvest bundle is all retiring, as well as Through It Together. Olive Branch is retiring at 20% off. A Fish and a Wish is retiring. And Hope and Prayer is carrying over. Amazing Silhouettes is retiring. Friendship Flowers, A Friendship is retiring, and Forever Fern is retiring. Honeybee Home is retiring, the whole bundle. And so is the Blessings of Home bundle. Speedy Recovery is retiring. Full of Love is retiring, and Inspired Thoughts is retiring. The He's All That is sticking around, folks. I was very happy to hear, but of course the Designer Series paper is not. That will be retiring. Campology is retiring, and Let's Set Sail is retiring. The stamp set will be 10% off. Wildlife Wonder is carrying over. Whiskey Business is retiring. Tech Support is retiring. Brewed for You is carrying over. Better Days is retiring. The Grassy Grove is carrying over. A lot of people really loved Grassy Grove because of the dyes that are part of it. And then Adventurous Journey is retiring. Bamboo Beauty is retiring. Vintage Tools is retiring. Wild and Sweet is carrying over. These are not my favorite. You'll never see me make a card with these. I'm not good with rodents. I'm going to the panda's cute, but the raccoon I can do without. Oceanfront is carrying over. The Heron Habit is retiring. Thank You. Treasured Kindness is retiring. Nature's Print is carrying over. And obviously the Designer Series paper is not. The Wisteria Wishes bundle is retiring. The Botanical Layers is carrying over. Waterfall Canyon is retiring. They'll be 60% off. Mountain Air is retiring. And finally, the Jar of Flowers is retiring. It's been around too long. I think it was around at one point and then it came back. But now it's gone. It's going again. Garden Birdhouses is retiring. Oh, Ranunculus Romance. I think that was retiring. Oh yeah, it is retiring. And I was actually sad because I really love that one. And Color and Contour is sticking around, folks. So if you have that, been around for a bit, so I was happy to see it's still there. It's a really nice one that I like. A Season of Chic is carrying over. And Designer Series paper is not. I'm not sure about this one. I have to look. The Lighthouse Point, it's all retiring, and Waves of Inspiration is also retiring. Let me just double check. Why did I think 101? Yep. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Oh, no. See, I've got retired up here, but then up here I wrote in pink, carried over. Sorry, Waves of Inspiration is carrying over. The Shaded Summer is retiring, and so are Watercolor Shapes, and the Pretty Birds is retiring. Beauty of Friendship is retiring. Dragonfly Garden is retiring. Artistically Inked is carrying over. Wildflower Path is retiring. Eclectic Garden is retiring. It'll be 60% off. Hand Penned is also retiring. Happiness Abounds is retiring. And of course, the Design Series paper. Willow Tree is retiring, and so is Hydrangea Haven, and it will be 50% off. The In the Moment is carrying over, and so is Places in the Heart. And Graceful Tiles is retiring. Uniquely Artistic is retiring. It'll be 30% off. And the Hello Beautiful is retiring, and it will be 60% off. The Alphabet is carrying over. And then Rays of Light is carrying over, and so is Timeless Tiles. But Butterfly Brilliance, Pretty Medallion, Knit Together, and Stacked Stone are leaving. Spiral Dye is carrying over, but Bouquet of Thanks, Tropical Hideaway, Dry Brush, and Daisy Garden are all leaving. The Heavenly Hollyhocks is retiring, and Limited Edition is also retiring. And then here's where I started to make like notes. So and then I thought, oh, there's just way too many. So you'll see and some of the colors that I've got like X up here, right? You'll see some of the in colors, like the stamp pad is going to be 20% off. That re-anchor is going to be 20% off. The blends are going to be 40% off. With the Pale Papaya, 30% off for the stamp pad, 20% off for the refill, 40% off for the blends. So I started making the notes and there was just way too many and the lines are so small. So you will really have to go through towards the end and all the colors. So Melon Mambo, the classic stamp pad is 20% off. The refill is 20% off. Bermuda Bay, the refill was 20% off. Pacific Point, the stamp pad was 10% off. The refill was 20% off. Even when I got to Pear Pizzazz, was it Pear Pizzazz? Even the cardstock, some of the cardstock was Pear Pizzazz. And you know, folks, Pear Pizzazz is one of my favorite colors. I'm sad that that one, sorry, I had to have a drink. I'm sad that that one is leaving. Well, what happened to my voice there? Sorry, guys. So the cardstock is 20% off. The stamp pad is 30% off. And the refill is 20% off. So you really have to take a look at the back of the sales flyer to see everything and see what the discount prices are. The Stampin' Write marker for the basic black is 30% off. Now remember that the Stampin' Write markers are changing design. So some of the, excuse me, so some of the items are at discount. Okay. I have no clue what happened to my voice there. Yes, I went to Taco Bell for dinner tonight because I didn't have time to come home and cook. So that is the retirement list. And you can go through it. And like I said, all of the colors, like I kind of gave up marking the catalog because there were just so many. But the many marvelous markers, they're retiring. All of this page is carrying over, so all of the adhesives, all that stays. The wow factor, all of that stays. All of this stays. All of the designer series paper is going. All of the memories and more is retiring. Envelopes and everything is sticking around. And then the designer series paper specialty. Oh, shimmery white is also leaving. One thing I should let you know that shimmery white is leaving. And then on the wrap it up, now that I have my voice back, on the wrap it up, the shimmery white's going, the craft gift boxes are going, the scalloped craft treat boxes are going, the peekaboo treat boxes, the embossed treat bags, and the delicate details, they're all retiring. And then as far as embellishment goes, and embellishments are something that I love my embellishments. So some are retiring, like the in color dots, 2022, 2024 in color dots are leaving. These are carrying over. The Brads are carrying over. These are retiring, which are the sequence, the For Everything sequence. And then here we've got the sprig trinkets are leaving. The flower trinkets are leaving. The brushed brass butterflies are sticking around. The in color 2023 in color opal rounds are leaving. The red the red rhinestones, basic jewels, they're retiring, but the regular basic jewels are sticking around. So you just have to go through and look to see everything that's sticking around. Lots leaving, but a lot sticking around. And then here's the ribbon. Oh, the Simply Elegant ribbon is sticking around. Yay! The Old Olive and Sahara Sand twill is sticking around. The linen thread, yep, is sticking around. Everything else is leaving. The natural ribbon. Why did I think that that was leaving? I thought that was leaving, so that could be wrong. But this is sticking around, which I was really happy about. The In Color is sticking around. Baker's Twine Essential Pack is sticking around. The metallic ribbon is sticking around. Everything on this page is leaving, which is the Stamparatus page. And then I'll get to the punches. Get to the punches. So banner Pick-a-Punch is sticking around. The Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch is retiring. The Cloud is sticking around. The Rectangular Postage is retiring. The Label Me Fancy is retiring. The Label Me Lovely is retiring. The Medium Daisy is retiring. Dragonflies is sticking around. Flowers and Leaves is sticking around. Bow is carrying over. Heart Punches is retiring. The Decorative Circle is carrying over, and the Starlit is retiring. The Double Oval is sticking around. The Jar, the Essential Tag, the Whale, the Tulip Builder Punch, the Deer, and the Evergreen Border are all sticking around. And then the Ladybug and the Hedgehog are retiring. So that's the majority of it. Tried to be as quick and concise as possible because there's nothing worse than watching somebody go through a catalog page by page, right? Okay, so if no one has any questions, but bottom line is anything to do with a color that is retiring is leaving. And if there's anything that you want, get it before it's too late, especially if it's on discount. I forgot where I put the piece of paper that had the colors on it. Oh well. Oh, I threw it on the floor. Yeah, so if there's anything you want, thanks for doing that in present. Oh no, not a problem. Emily, I have to tell you, it took me. I actually said to it's on YouTube, so sometimes I edit stuff out. But I was very frustrated on Saturday when I was doing this, and I actually sent an email to Stampin' Up! Demonstrator support to say, "Come on, guys, this is really confusing, and this having things on the online store exclusive is just." Yeah, I, as a demonstrator that's been around for 16 years, I was having a hard time understanding it. I can't imagine what my customers and team members are going through trying to figure this out, right? So, but all will be revealed when everyone sees the new catalog. I'm happy for it, so I'm going to get up. I do a team live every Tuesday morning when I get up, and my team's not up at that time, but I do a Facebook Live every Tuesday somewhere between 6 and 6:45 when I get up, and I just go over the weekly news with them. But I'm going to get up even earlier tomorrow so that before I do my Facebook Live with the team, I'm going to put in my pre-order. So I'm very excited. And I might even, as demonstrators, we can expedite. Cost us a little bit more, like 25 bucks. But it's because it's Easter weekend. If I get it before Thursday, because we get Friday off, I'll have that much time to play with it. And I have to, will it come if I put it in before 11 o'clock on Tuesday? Will it actually ship and be delivered by Thursday? There's no weather issues. Like sometimes it gets stuck in the US or at border or something like that. And so there's a chance it may not come until Monday, and then I won't be able to play with it until the following weekend, right? So I'm not sure if I'll take my chances or not. All right. So thanks for joining me today for this ad hoc catalog walkthrough of what's retiring. And it's exciting. I can't wait to see the new catalog. I'm tactile. I want to see it in my hands and I want to feel it and touch it and mark it up. I don't know if anyone else is like that. All right. So thanks, folks. Have a good evening, and doubt there will be a Wednesday night live, but if I get my act together, maybe I will do one with a retiring item. Who knows? Take care, happy stamping, and we will talk to you again later. Bye.